everybody, my name is Brian Keenan of the Brian Keenan Guitar Centre here on the Lisburn Road in Belfast. That was of course Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, and I'd like to show you it now. Let's get stuck right in. Before I'll go to the clean channel here. Before we get up here around the 12th fret, I think it's really beneficial to learn it here. So this is really aimed at people who've been playing guitar maybe a year or two, so I'm guessing you already know a D chord. If I were you, I would learn it like this first. Okay, let me get that camera ready. See what I'm doing there? Just playing the riff around an open D chord. Spend some time learning that, and it makes this a lot easier to understand and a lot easier to play and a lot easier to memorize. So if you pop on a regular D, the first 4 notes of the group of 8 are 4th string open, 2nd string 3rd fret, 3rd string 2nd fret. Then here you need to let go of the 3rd string and pluck it open. So I let go of my first finger there. So there's your first 4 notes: string 4, string 2, string 3. Then let go of the A to open G, and there's your 4th note. The second set of 4 notes are this. Think again like regular D, and add your little finger to the 1st string 3rd fret, a D suspended 4th chord. Very, very common little guitar trick. Do that and then pluck string 1, fret 3, string 3, fret 2 again, you put that finger back on. Then let go to regular D and pluck string 1, 2nd fret, string 3, 2nd fret. That's your second set of 4 notes. String 1, string 3, string 1, string 3, fret 3, fret 2, fret 2, fret 2. If you put all 8 of those notes together, you'll get. Okay, spend some time, I think, just learning that. But I like my little videos to move on quite swiftly, so I'm going to move right up here to where it's played. You may well be aware that Slice tunes his guitar down a semitone. So whilst he plays it here at the 12th fret, the sound you hear is. I'm just going to teach it, in regular tuning where it's played at the 12th fret. You can, if you want to play along with the CD, tune everything down a semitone to make it match. Okay, so let's get up here to the 12th fret area of our guitar. We're going to really need frets 12, 13, 14 and 15 in and around that region. If you think that D chord again to yourself, but now like this, that's how I play this riff, really revolving around this pattern. Finger 1 is going to take care of the 12th fret. We don't really need the 13th fret, and I'll have these 2 fingers here for the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 3rd finger on the 1st string, and my little finger will take care of 15th fret, these top 2 strings as well. Now I know that isn't the way Slash plays it. I know he plays it with 3 fingers. You don't need to mention that in the comments, I know that. But as a guitar teacher, I think I'd rather you used all 4 fingers and spread the workload across the 4 fingers rather than restricting yourself to 3 fingers. So I'm fully aware that this isn't the way Slash plays it, but it's the way I'd recommend you try it. I want you to be thinking about this as you play this. String 4, fret 12 with finger 1. Then string 2, fret 15 with your little finger. Then string 3, fret 14. String 3, fret 12 with finger 1. So there again, that's the first 4 notes. Where we had, we now have. Of course, we've lost the luxury of this open string, but it's not really much harder, really. It's so finger 1, finger 4 on the 15th fret. Bring finger 2 on. A little bit of a twist around there. Put finger 2 on the 3rd string 14th fret, and then finger 1 on the 3rd string 12th fret. And that again, that's you halfway there. Think about the octave, D to D, an A note to a G. Now, where we had, we now have, sorry, let me get that again. Okay, so there's our first 4 notes we already have. Now, little finger on the 15th fret, second finger on the 3rd string, 14th fret, just like before, and sneak this 3rd finger in here to the 1st string, 14th fret, and back to that same note, 3rd string, 14th fret. So where we had frets 3, 2, 2, 2, we now have 15, 14, 14, 14. All 8 notes put together then give you this. There's a few little things I've picked up teaching this riff to people, and one thing I can tell you is very important is learning to let go. Generally, actually, in people's guitar playing, they cling on to notes and they can't let go of it. Notice how my fingers kind of dance around the fingerboard, and I never really hold on to any note at all. As I put the little finger on 1, let's go. As I put 2 on 4, let's go. Hopefully you can see that. You know, I try to play it smoothly and blend the notes together, but I'm always letting go. You know, you'll see people try and everything sticks to the fingerboard. I'm not sure if that's a good idea at all. You'll want to spend some time with that. Again, much longer than I've just spent at it. Probably a week or 2. I think we better talk also about the plectrum. There are 8 notes, and you might be inclined to think, well, I'll do a continuous down-up alternation through those 8 notes. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But because of the second set of 4 notes, obviously you'll want to pluck the 1st string with an upstroke. It brings you then up to the 3rd string where you'll pluck it down. And then again back to 1st string, pluck it up. And then pluck the 3rd string down. That's the most sort of comfortable way to play it. Up, down, down. Just the momentum of plucking that string up brings you to where you need to be. Then the momentum of plucking that string down brings you back. So that's the most sensible way to pluck those 4 notes. But we'd naturally start a riff with a downstroke, wouldn't we? And that would mean down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. When we need the opposite of that. You could start with an upstroke, of course. But I think you all know that that feels quite unnatural and quite uncomfortable. What I do is this. I'm not entirely sure what Slice does, but this is the way I do it. I pluck down with my pick, up. Then these 2 notes that occur in the same string, I pluck them both down. And then that means up, down for the last 4. That works for me. I think work out your own sort of pattern, whatever works. But that works well for me. So it's down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Of course, there's a little bit more to the riff than that. The riff is actually 8 bars long, and it's really quite straightforward what you do. Rather than this D note, 4th string, 12th fret, begin the riff there, 4th string, 14th fret. Everything else stays the same. But 14th fret. Then that's bars 3 and 4. Then in bars 5 and 6 you go to here. 3rd string, 12th fret. And like before, the rest of the riff stays exactly the same. Then for bars 7 and 8 you go back to where you started. 4th string, 12th fret, D. So of course there was a little performance at the beginning, but let me put that all together for you again. So I'll try to shout out where I am. 12th fret on the 4th string. Whoops. Again. 14th fret. Again. 3rd string, 12th fret. Again. And then back to 4th string 12th fret for the last 2 bars. Okay, that's the 8-bar sequence all glued together for you. You play that 3 times, and on the 4th time, play it 3 times exactly as I've shown you. On the 4th time, there's a little bit of a turnaround. We have that occurs in bars 7 and 8. So you play it 3 times like that, and on the 4th time you play. Instead of going back to where you started, you then play this little turnaround thing. What I do is I anchor my 2nd finger, for me, that's the way I do it, on the 3rd string, 14th fret. I don't know about you, but I think 2nd fret to myself, but simply up the octave. Think of this maybe like the 12th fret as the open position, and then 2nd fret. It's much easier to think 2nd fret than it is to think 14th fret. So keep that on, keep that fixed. As a sort of pedal note, you're going to constantly bounce back to that note, and above that pedal note there's a melody which moves around. It starts here, 1st string 12th fret, moves into 2nd string 15th fret, and back to 12th fret of the 1st string, 14th fret on the 1st string, 15th fret on the 1st string, 14th fret again, 12th fret, and maybe finish on that little D note there, 2nd string 15th fret. All together that was. And you notice I always bounce between the little melody I'm playing. I suppose it's a compound melody of sorts, and on the 1st and 2nd strings, and this pedal note here, this A. And the whole time I play the whole riff, I'm thinking this to myself, a D chord with those fingers, okay? But as I say, don't lock them on like that. Play 1 finger at a time and dance your fingers over the fingerboard. So there you go. I'm gonna maybe glue all that together for you and play the whole sequence. Before I do this guitar, it's just arrived in 2 days ago, along with its friends. There's 8 of these in total. This is a Silo 3 from the new Sub series by Sterling. This guitar's £219, and for £219 it's phenomenal. It really is. I mean, it's a pro level guitar. So this is something you'll definitely want to check out. Check out the Sterling website, and then my own website once I get them up on it, okay? Let me play the whole thing for you just before I wrap up. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll go back to the distortion channel. Okay, here we go.